So be it, Jedi.
What's going on, guys? Back in another video. When you think Star Wars, you often think of Disney. And when you think of Disney Star Wars, you think negatively. But there are some shining moments. There are some good things that have come from Disney Star Wars. And in this video, I'm going to be breaking down the top 5 best scenes/sequences in Star Wars films and TV that have come from Disney. Let's get right into it. But before we do, just want to say thanks for watching. If you like what you see, consider subscribing. We are so close to 100 subscribers, it's not even funny. So consider it. I'd appreciate it. Starting off at number 5, we have the Clone Wars flashback scene from the Ahsoka series. Our most recent in the listing. Yeah, the Ahsoka series was okay. It wasn't terrible. Kind of was being fed member berries throughout this show. They really fed on our nostalgia. But taken out of context even, I really enjoyed this scene. I enjoyed seeing our characters in live action format. Even if it was just nostalgia, it really hit home and I really appreciated it. Number 4, we have Darth Maul's tragic end, Star Wars Rebels. Darth Maul has been a beloved character for 25 years now. Seeing him be brought back to life in the Clone Wars and then later shown in Rebels was really nice. I mean, we got a lot more character development out of him. But seeing him meet his end with Obi-Wan, and Obi-Wan portrayed to be Alec Guinness's Obi-Wan, was just expertly done. You know, the fight sequence could have been long and drug out. It could have been flashy, but it was quick, as it should be, and it was a very tragic end to a character we truly grew to care about. So that's why it's on this list. Number 3, we have pretty much the entire last arc of Clone Wars Season 7. I can't really break it up into one scene/sequence because those last 4 or 5 episodes are just top tier Star Wars, top tier storytelling, and I enjoy every minute of it. It was so nice of them to bring back the Clone Wars and just wrap it up for the final season. We get to see Order 66 through the clones' perspective, through Ahsoka's perspective. We get to see what happened to Maul, how he just booked it out of there. We get one of the most badass hallway scenes with Maul just wrecking these clones without even a lightsaber. I mean, those last few episodes are like peak, beautiful Star Wars. If they could edit that into one film and put it in theaters, people would go see it. I'd pay to see it. So that's definitely on this list. Number 2, we have Luke Skywalker's return, season finale, Mando season 2. Now, this broke the internet. I didn't see it live. I really wasn't spending a whole lot of time with Star Wars when this first came out. I knew about it before I watched it. But this is one of those things where you have a character that prior to this had been pretty much ultimately destroyed by the sequel trilogy. So they brought him in, and yeah, of course, I mean, everything in this list is pretty much nostalgia, member berries. They brought him in and it made sense. You know, our heroes are trapped in this Imperial light cruiser, getting beat down almost by dark troopers. The clock's ticking. Then you see this X-Wing fly in. Before you know it, you see this robed individual that's a Jedi coming in and just wrecking these dark troopers. I mean, this is just, the entire sequence is beautiful. It's expertly done. The choreography is great. It makes you feel as though that's how Luke would do things. The deepfake CGI really wasn't that great, but it's a half measure, right? Just hands down, this is some peak Disney Star Wars, and in my opinion, the subsequent shows in which we got after this hurt the show. I mean, there's no question about it. Book of Boba Fett was pretty terrible. Mando season 3 was a joke. In my headcanon, Mandalorian ended that right after season 2. I mean, there's no reason to tell that story anymore. So that's why it's on this list, because it's just so great, so internet breaking. It's, to this day, I can go back and watch that sequence, and it gives me chills. So before we get to number 1, I want to include an honorable mention. Now, this is going to be a little different. This is going to be from a video game. So I'm not a gamer, not a big video game player. I did play this game, and when I played this game, I felt something from it because it was that good. And this, we have the Order 66 scene from Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. Yeah, I mean, the music Anakin's betrayal playing in the background. You're a young Cal Kestis trying to escape these clones that have just been triggered into committing Order 66. Your master is trying to protect you. The entire sequence is beautifully done. He dies protecting you. It's up there with like top 3 Order 66 scenes, in my opinion. You know, they often try to duplicate that feeling of Order 66 and how impactful it was, but it's only been done, in my opinion, 3 times. Obviously, nothing beats Revenge of the Sith, but Clone Wars did a really good job. Jedi Fallen Order did a really good job, and these Order 66 scenes from The Mandalorian, Kenobi, that's just a joke to me. The clones don't even have the same color. I mean, the 501st clones, their armor isn't teal colored, it's blue. So that is just not even in my radar. Now we are to the number 1 scene/sequence, however you want to look at it, that has been introduced to the Star Wars universe under Disney's ownership. And that is the finale of Rogue One. I mean, we didn't need this scene. I mean, from what I understand, it wasn't even going to be in the film, but they included it. Everything about this scene is just like, this is how people feel when Vader is after him. I mean, fear. There is no hope. There is no escape. I mean, it's a very short sequence. It's probably like, what, a minute long? You just feel the helplessness that these rebel troopers have because there's nothing you can do. But, you know, it's just iconic. It gives me freaking goosebumps every time. It's why Rogue One is held such a high standard for me, because I mean, obviously not just that one scene, but Rogue One is like the best movie obviously Disney has done. But it's just a solid film, and like that little cherry on top of Vader just coming in there and just bodying those rebel troopers is why it's number 1 on this list. So that's it, guys. Feel free to drop your thoughts in the comments below. Let me know what you have liked seeing in Star Wars films or TV that Disney has made. This is like the top 5. I'm sure there's probably a couple others, but like top 5 off the top of my head. Can't really think of anything else. They're probably not that great. So thanks for watching, guys. Like I said before, we're this close to 100 subscribers. So if you like what you see, I'd really appreciate it. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.